In this lesson, we will be talking about calculating tax. So when you're buying an item in a store, you will need to pay taxes. In Canada, we have two different taxes. The first is PST, which is provincial sales tax. That tax money goes back to the provincial government of Manitoba. And we also have a federal goods and services tax, GST. That money goes back to the government of Canada. The percentage of provincial sales tax varies from province to province, but the GST is the same throughout Canada. So currently in Canada, the GST is 5%, and in Manitoba, PST is 7%. When you buy an item, you have to consider this because it can actually add a lot to the cost of something. So remember that a percentage is a value out of 100. So you're going to want to change your percentages into decimals by dividing by 100. Once you do that, you can easily multiply to calculate your tax. So if you were going to calculate the taxes paid on a shirt that costs $49.95, you could first calculate the PST, 7% of $49.95, which is 0.07 times $49.95, which is $3.50. You could then calculate the GST, 5% of $49.95, which is $2.50, and then you could add those two amounts to your price to get the total cost. You can also do this in one step. So if you want to know the total cost of an item, you can add up the tax, which gives you a total of 12%, 5% plus 7%, and then multiply the price of an item by 1.12. That will give you the total cost including the taxes in one step. This is helpful if you're at a store and you wanted to know how much something is going to cost with tax. So if you take $49.95 and multiply it by 1.12, you get $55.94. You'll notice it's off just slightly, but that's just because of rounding. So for all of these examples that we're going to work on, you can assume that they're being purchased in Manitoba and therefore add 12% tax. In example 1 on the next page, it's asking how much Travis will have to pay when he buys a Jets hat for $32.99, including taxes. So in order to calculate this, we can use our shortcut. We want to know the total cost. You're going to do $32.99 times 1.12, which will include 12% tax, and the total is $36.95. Will be the total cost for the hat with taxes included. Now in example 2, it's slightly different. Marina is buying a surround sound stereo system that's advertised for $2,595. How much tax will she pay, and what will the final price of the system be? So because this one is asking you how much tax she will pay, you would want to calculate each tax separately and then add them together. If it only asks you for the total, then you can use this shortcut that I showed you in the first example. So here, first, let's calculate GST. So GST is 5%. So $2,595 times 5%, which is $129.75. Then we could calculate PST, which is 7%. $2,595 times 7%. This gives us a total of $181.65. So this is how much tax she has to pay, and the final price, or the total price, will be $2,595 plus $129.75 in GST plus $181.65 in PST, for a grand total of $2,945. $6.40. That will be the total cost. Now, we can also look at stores that offer some promotions. So this one says Takeshi can purchase the same skateboard at 2 stores. The price at the first store is $149.95, and the second store is $154.50. The second store is having a promotion advertising that customers can pay no tax. And we want to know which store is offering the better deal. So the first store, you have to pay tax. So let's calculate the final cost of the skateboard at the first store. So the total, it doesn't ask us how much tax it is, so we can just find the total using $149.95 times 1.12, which gives us a total cost of $167.94. $167.94. Now the second store, the cost is $154.50, and they're offering a promotion where they pay no tax. So this will be the final cost. So when we're trying to determine which store offers a better buy, it would be the second store because it will be cheaper. That is how you calculate tax.